Hey guys, welcome to today's trade breakdown, 10th of January 2024. We took a couple trades in the London Open. The first one kind of just took a while to get going, so we had to cut that one a little bit short. It was a good time to cut it short, bit of a break even, and then the second one ran for a decent little move. So let's share the screen over here and we'll just have a look at the chart. So hopefully you can see this now. I've replayed the data. This is just before the London Open. There was no real news today, so there was no real like catalyst. And the big news that we're looking for this week is obviously tomorrow's CPI print. But I'm bullish, still bullish for indices, bullish for the stocks. I thought it was a good chance for price to correct some of this move. We have a look at like the bigger picture on the 1 hour. You can see that we are trading kind of in a range, but like ultimately price is very bullish, and we've just had a bit of a pullback, right, to start the year, and now we're starting to sort of fire back up this way. What I was looking for to start the move was that if we can break out of this range, then I thought that was a good chance that we could fill this clean candle over here. There was just that we had been in this range, so it was a little bit of a tricky maneuver to get out of here. So I had a bullish bias. I could appreciate that there was going to be a little bit of difficulty and there could be some sell opportunities if price does, indeed respect this resistance and then pull down. But ultimately, I was only really looking for buy setups. So the price action that I saw that got me into the trade, the first one, like I was a little bit cautious. Like I didn't want to miss the trade, but I didn't like buying in this area, so I did leave the initial open. So this is the first candle for the open. And I wanted to wait for a bit of a pullback, a little bit of a support, and then see if we can actually break up above this high and then continue up. This is the top of that clean candle. So the pullback came. We did get the pullback, and then a couple candles pulled back. And then one thing I was saying, like this is the candle that I executed on once I saw that 3-minute liquidity candle. This is the one that I wanted. I thought, well, I'll give it a shot. I'll just enter. I'll keep my stop loss here, but I'm very wary of a buyer's trap. And a buyer's trap to me is when you get this little support candle, you get another little bullish candle, price starts to break the highs, everything's looking really good, and then just reverses on you. So that's what I was really mindful of. So I entered the first trade here. Price is looking good at the start. Got up about 9 pips in profit. Didn't secure anything. We created that little support, little confirmation of support. Price then pulled back. It was testing this low. I thought there was a good chance that if we don't break it, we can continue pushing up. And then this is where I was like, I'm really cautious here that if we are breaking above these wicks and starting to reject, just get out. There's no point holding this thing because likely it'll pull back a little bit deeper, create that support, and then go. We do have a fair value gap or whatever you want to call it, where price has left this imbalance. So it could very much, I think it was Glenn that was calling it out, that the pre-London 50%, this whole area could be where price pulls back to, and then we find that support and then continue on. There is actually a sell opportunity here anyway, if you were looking to take that sell, and it was on the 5-minute. So this is the first rejection candle right here, this blue one, where it breaks the high, but that can't close above it. And then this is the second, this is kind of retesting it. So it technically is creating the resistance. And it kind of leads into that buyer's trap as well, where people like, if people are going to enter buyers here, this is the perfect place for that manipulation to like really rinse those early buyers. So it did move. We did get that little pullback. You'll see the next candle sort of wicked up, and then it was starting to, this one here started just really pulling down. So as it pulled down, as it was coming back down to my entry for like the third time, you can see how long we've been in this trade. Been in this trade since like quarter past the open, so 8:15. And by the time it was getting here, it was 15 more minutes. So it's had plenty of time to break up. And if this is a failure to make a new high, then price is going to need to seek more liquidity from the downside before it can maybe then fund that move. So I cut this trade as it was coming down, just said, don't hold it. Don't worry about it. We'll get another entry. Price then continued to push down. So it was a good move to get out of this one. And then I switched to the 5-minute time frame because I didn't really see anything on the 3-minute. Okay. So the first 3-minute here, closed. Oh no, sorry, that was the candle. That was the candle. My bad. On the 5 minute, it looked no, it's not even there. It's on the 3 minute. So the 3 minute, this is the one that closed nice and bullish. It came back and it retested this little area. Um, then as it pushed up, entered the buy. And that wasn't the 5 minute. I knew it was the 5 minute. It was this candle. Yeah. For some reason when I did the replay before, it wasn't there. So when this 5 minute candle opened, sorry, when that 5 minute candle closed, entry was on the next one as it pulled back. Given spread, entry was somewhere inside of here. And then that was it, just it moved cleanly afterwards. So held onto my bias. I didn't switch my bias even though it was breaking here. And I'll show you the hour time frame. It's very important to not really switch your bias. Fine, you're better off taking a loss on your initial bias than not having a bias and then switching and then you get really confused. But then price, kind of just moved cleanly after that. Took full profit at the top of here. This was the top of this clean candle over here. Oh, one thing I wanted to mention on the 1 hour, where this was the clean candle. Okay, this is the clean candle I was looking to replicate. I did make an oversight. So when I did switch to the lower time frame, you see like here's in the 1 hour. If I go to the 5 minute from here, I wasn't really looking to the left too much because I saw a clean candle in the hour and I just saw that it would just, as soon as we can break above this area, just do that little retest and then push, then should be in the clear. But when I actually looked closer, I realized I missed this little bit of structure. I've drawn this in, during the stream if you want to go back and watch it. But this is where price came down. You can see where it consolidated for like, good 25 minutes, 30 minutes yesterday's London Open before it pushed down. So it took a little bit of time to sort of break into that. So I did miss that initially. You'll see here's where it tested the first time, tested the second time, and then it shot up. So either way, it was a pretty good day, pretty happy with the London session. It took a long time. It was a bit annoying having to wait so long for that volatility, but then I'm glad I held onto the bias. And then actually the way I managed this trade as well, I got into it here and I actually secured some. So like I didn't hold full profit to the top. I secured some as it was sort of testing a bunch of times. Thought I need to have something to actually hold on to it just in case it does fail to push in and then come down again. So I secured about 50%. And then they left the runner took out full TP at that level, completing the 1 hour candle. And then when you look at the hour time frame, you'll see like even though it was like quite messy on the lower time frame, the 1 hour was just, as soon as it closed the bullish, it started trending, making higher highs, higher lows. Okay, and then it got into this little structure, order block, what do you want to call it? And then this is basically the high of the day. Okay, that was it. So good trade. I like this week has been really nice so far. CPI is going to be messy tomorrow, so we'll see what it can give us. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you for London session tomorrow. Bye bye.